All right, here we go. We are live streaming on Friday, 10/27/2003, 9 p.m. Uncle Strange is here. Got a package from Uncle Strange today. It says Canada Post from anywhere to anyone. Okay. uh, Give it a minute or two. See if people want to pop in. Word up. I got this thing on my screen. It's like a little spot. It's right on my cheek. All right. I don't know, Uncle Strange, you want to pop in here? That would be cool. We could catch up. Saw some really cool Last of Us 2 figures at Maxine's Bargain Box today. Way out of my price range. Down Phoenix, what's up, buddy? Yeah, we got a package from Uncle Strange tonight from Canada. And then I got my list of games that I beat so far this year. Go over those and talk about those. See what's up, if any of you guys have played those. We're just trying to see if Uncle Strange wants to jump in or not. He said, yeah, so I'll give him a minute. He's probably got to set up his stuff. So how's everybody doing? DP, how you been doing? What games have you been beating this year? Go this way. Try and get that light right there. That's all eBay inventory, man. See the big purple talking Barney the dinosaur stuffed animal from like 1994 or something? I got that for like $2. You just stuffed yourself with a triple cheeseburger and fries from the local burger place. You probably feel like it's always one of those situations where it's like it's really good eating it, and then about 5 minutes later you feel like you just want to sit on the couch. If I kind of look over here, I got the World Series going, so kind of watching the World Series tonight, which that'll be fun. I always like the World Series. I don't really watch a lot of baseball games throughout the year, but what's the playoff? Retro Heck, what's up, man? Let's see how this goes. The internet in my area is not very good. Yeah, it's all eBay inventory right there, and you can see all the packing supplies I got over there. It's like it's all over the place. It's all over the place. So yeah, man. Don Phoenix says he's beat a bunch of games this year. Most recently, Phantasy Star 4, which is good, man. I just started playing Maximo, Ghost of Glory on PS2. Pretty good game. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do anything about it. Heck, we got bad internet. I can try and turn off. My PS4, maybe. Maybe save some of that internet. Yeah, there's a button back here. It's behind the thing. Hold on. Turn off the TV. Tell everybody to get off Netflix. Yeah. Well, I'll turn my my PS4 off. I was watching the World Series. Yeah, Xbox Live. I don't think my kids don't even do Xbox Live anymore. They do PS4. So yeah, Uncle Strange, I dropped the link, so you should be able to just click the link, and it'll bring you to the backstage area. Today I should have got more gummy bears and Twizzlers so I can play Maximo, Ghost of Glory. They got for $15. At Maxine's Bargain Box. I don't mind paying that. It's just a game I never see. You know what I mean? Like I said in the video, sold over 400,000 units. There he is. Doo-doo-doo. The living legend, as I live and breathe, Uncle Strange. What's up, man?
What's up, man? You can hear me or what?
Yeah, I can hear you real good. Thank you for the package.
So long. You're welcome. It's a pretty box. I thought you could use one.
Thank you. I will probably reuse this, actually. Some kid will order a Transformer part or something.
From Ohio via Canada.
For sure. Well, let's just get down. Well, actually, let's catch up a little bit. How you been? What you been doing? How's the PS5? What games you been playing?
I sold my PS5, dude.
Yeah.
I traded my PS5 and one of my PS4s for a turntable and some records.
Yeah. You got the DJ now?
I got a Switch Lite now too. So for casual stuff.
Oh, nice.
Trying to find a job.
How do you like your Switch?
It's all right. It's a little weird because it's not very ergonomic for the hands, so it takes some getting used to. But I mean, for all the stuff I used to play on the PS5, PS4, I sold the 5 because there was nothing really that I was playing that I couldn't play on the 4. And I sold the 4 because one of my 4s because I wanted to remove all the distractions from my office so that I could work.
Yeah, right.
Because it's so much easier
pop that thing on and just start playing something.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I'm working a placement at.
I have sort of
here, so
Oh, that's good. It's good.
Yeah,
it's good. I kind of have the same thought on the PS5 is that there's just nothing out for it, and I think the price point is getting a lot of people. You can buy a PS4 and like $400 worth of games for the same cost as a PS5.
Exactly.
So
exactly. Now there is
I just don't see a lot of value in it right now. But
there's a few coming I wouldn't mind playing, but I can do without them.
Yeah. I only have 2 Switch games. I've got Star Wars Pinball, which is awesome, and then Cruise and Blast, which is really, really good.
Yeah.
So if you like old 90s arcade racer.
I mean, you can't go wrong with pinball, in my opinion. So
there's like 20-something tables on that thing.
Right on. Now, if they do a Marvel fucking collection, that'd be cool. So,
for sure. Yeah, I do like the Farsight Studios and the Zen Studios pinball, man. It's pretty good. They're pretty good. I like them.
So,
Retro Tiburon, what's up, Mario? Good to see you. All right, let's why don't we open this up?
Open the box, man. What's in the box? There's no ticking.
It's not ticking.
There's no ticking.
Doesn't smell like doesn't smell funny.
No.
All right.
No. You're gonna laugh your ass off.
Here we go. All right. See if we can get a handle on this. Put the knife down. Put the knife down. All right. What's in here? Okay. We got some official Canada newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's written in a language I don't understand.
Yeah.
And we got another box inside of a box.
Yeah, all right, what's this? Get in there.
Custom designs by Tammy.
Yep. She's a local lady.
By Tammy.com.
Yep. She is a local lady here in my town. She just lives around the corner from me, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I came up with this design. Yeah.
It is a sheriff of Los Angeles County coffee mug.
Yep.
LA was it LA?
Yep, LA County. Yeah.
And then on the back, it's got some words. It says, "I don't like your jerk off name. I don't like your jerk off face. I don't like your jerk off behavior, and I don't like Thank you.
You jerk off.
Jerk off from the Big Lebowski, of course.
Yeah, man.
That's fantastic.
And it's a coffee mug, but don't throw it at anybody.
That is beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, man.
Yeah, I won't. Actually, I'm gonna take that into work. We do coffee with the maintenance guys, and they got a shelf and everybody's got the coffee mug. Now I got a new coffee mug.
Right on.
That's excellent. Thank you so much. I love that movie, man. We talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Because I can sit it this way on the shelf and it looks all professional.
Right.
And then I go like this.
What's your mug say? You see how many people at work or the maintenance guys or whatever get the references, eh?
Yeah, I think one of them will. One of them will. He's got sort of our sense of humor. But yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
No worries, dude. My pleasure. I had one. I thought of it. I think I was watching one of your recent videos, one of your car rants or something, and I left a comment on it about it. You said something about Lebowski, and I'm like, huh. I wonder. So I ended up getting two of them made. The mug is like two of a kind. My friend here has one, and you got one because it's her favorite mug too. It's her favorite mug too.
Only two in the world.
There's only two of those in the world, buddy. One of them's here, and one of them's you got the other one.
Let me check out this. Newspaper. See if you guys are getting hammered on groceries like we're getting hammered on groceries. Inflation and all. Lean ground beef, $6.99
Canadian, a pound.
Ours is about $5 or so. It's like $4.89.
I pay if I want to go and get a good steak from the grocery store. And I mean a good steak. It's going to cost me about
bacon.
It's going to cost me about $22 a pound for a good steak. Oh yeah, it's disgusting.
It's out of control, man. It's out of control. Every time the wind blows, the gas prices go up, and it's like it affects gas plant. We got 30-mile-an-hour winds, so gas prices are going up.
That's right. I think we're paying. Last time I bought gas was like $1.45 a liter, which is like. There's 3.8 liters in a gallon, so whatever you guys are paying by the gallon right now. I don't know, but we're paying $1.45 a liter.
In Ohio, we're probably close to about $3.49, and the other week because we use our Kroger points, for gas points, and it was like $3.29, and I had like 80 cents off, so it was $2.49 a gallon. I thought I was stealing,
right? I remember when I used to do the rounds in Toronto doing deliveries. Me and my buddy, we used to do automotive deliveries. And all these places, because we had a diesel truck and there was all these different gas stations in Toronto where we would fill up the truck with diesel, but they give you 10% cash back on the price of diesel. You know what I mean? So if I spend $10 on diesel, then I get $1 back, right? So we'd spend like $80 or $90 to fill up the truck, and they give me this cash money back, and then fucking the boss would say, "Oh, I'll just pocket it and use it for coffee money." I was like, "All right, whatever."
Hopefully he's writing it off.
I don't know his wife, probably not, because his wife was pretty pissed. Where's the money from the gas? Ed told me I could keep it. Well, for fuck's sakes. Yep.
I was at my favorite game store, Maxine's Bargain Box, and they had this. It was NECA, and it was The Last of Us 2. It was about this big, and then the doors on the front opened up, and it had Joel on one side and Ellie on the other side, and a bunch of different, how they do them now with different hands and different guns and everything. And I'm like, oh man, I got to get this. I turned it around. It was $75. I was like, well, we're not going to get it today.
No.
Man,
I will spend ridiculous money on comics, but I can't do that shit.
They had an Abby one that was about this big, and she had the rifle sort of in a down position, like a low ready position. She looked like she was out hunting or something. And I was like, man. Oops.
Probably it was a dollar store one.
Yeah, but we'll drop it on the cat, why don't you?
So
He's got his mug. He likes
his mug.
$3.79.
He likes his mug.
Nice.
I'm the police chief of Malibu now. You can throw coffee mugs at people.
Stay out of Malibu, Lebowski. Stay out of Malibu, deadbeat.
Jackie Treehorn's got a lot of pull in this town. You don't pull shit, Lebowski.
Oh shit. The only thing a guy named Jackie Treehorn should be pulling is some kind of phone cord to get himself a new last name. It's 2 steps away from Jackie Shoehorn.
Oh, hello. Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna watch that movie. I don't know. My daughter's friends coming in from New York, and they're like 15, 16-year-old teenage girls. So I don't know if I want to have that movie playing when they're running around.
Yeah, right. No, I don't care. But my favorite character in that movie is still Walter. Still Walter. But my favorite scene is the coffee mug scene or the bathroom scene. I just love because think about this. You ever watch Supernatural? Sam and Dean Winchester?
No.
Well, the guy who plays the blonde guy, not Wu, but the other guy in the bathroom that's holding the bowling ball, he moves on to play Lucifer, and he's a badass in this show. Okay?
Yeah.
So I watch Lebowski, and I can't take the guy seriously anymore because all I see is him going, the fuck is this?
Obviously, you're not a golfer.
Is this
down there somewhere? Let me take another look. Classic, man. It's one of the most quotable movies because it just boom, 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 boom. Every scene has got something to it.
Easy. Yeah. There's I heard an internet theory. Somebody came up with an internet theory that Donnie, shut the fuck up, Donnie. Yeah. Donnie is actually Steve Buscemi's character from that movie Con Air. Remember that movie?
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
He played Garland Green. He was this really calm character, but he was like a crazy serial killer dude. And he was the only one that walked away at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So they figured that he just kind of figured out how to, assimilate back into society and became Donnie.
I've never heard that, but that's funny. That is funny. Oh man. So what comics have you been getting? Like what kind of comics are you do you buy graded comics or?
I have that one graded comic that you got for me still. But I haven't bought any more slabs. I got a few 70s Flash and a few 70s JLA, and the recent ones I got are just some new ones, some new Daredevil and a couple of Fantastic Four. But I'm still going to Fan Expo, and they're just ridiculous. Like I meet some great people, both bookstore owners and celebrities, but I mean it's like getting to the point now where you're wandering around like you're a sardine, And like, have you've seen Sin City, right?
I don't know. I never saw that movie.
Oh, dude. How about the 300?
Oh yeah, 300 for sure.
Okay, well, this year when I went to Fan Expo, Frank Miller was there because it's the 25th anniversary of the 300 graphic novels.
Oh,
yeah, I wouldn't say that I got to meet him because dude's like 100 years old and he comes walking into the fucking panel and he's all screwed up and crippled up. It was a great panel, but the signing was a joke.
Oh no.
He signed my copy of Death of Elektra, the Daredevil issue, and my copy of Sin City, the movie, because he co-directed it, right? But it was so stupid because the organizers, we wait in line for an hour to get into the panel room because there was a lot of people, right?
Sure, Frank Miller's a big deal.
He's royalty, exactly, in the comic book community. So I get my seat. And then once the panel's done, they had rows of seats. Like this row can line up and Frank will sign your things. And then the next row, and then the next row. But we were supposed to get like not selfies, but pictures with Frank, like one picture, two objects, and whatever. Right. And they weren't doing the pictures. And I says to a lady, I said, listen, what are you doing with the pictures? Right. And she's like, well, we're going to wait until everybody's had their stuff signed, and then we're going to go through it all again. And I thought,
whoa,
that's stupid because the panel was at 6:30. The convention was closed at 7. We didn't get out of there until probably 8:30 or 9 o'clock. And I skipped the selfie. I'm like, I don't need a picture with Frank Miller that bad. I just, I got to be in his presence. And the reason why I say I kind of met him, but not really, is because dude was, by the time I got there in front of him and I spoke to his aides, like his people, he was so grumpy because he just wanted to finish up and go back to the hotel. Sure. And I don't blame him. He was uncomfortable, for God's sakes. Now he's got to sit and get his picture taken with the same 300 people that just fucking went by him.
Right.
I thought, no, I gotta go. I gotta get on the train and get back. It was stupid. There were so many people. Like I met some great people that day, but I'm actually thinking about skipping it next year and saving up for a concert or something.
He did Watchmen, right? Like I love that watch. I love.
No, that was Alan Moore. Awesome. That was Alan Moore. Yeah, he's a big grizzly looking fucking British guy. I mean, he's crazy, man.
Yeah, he did like V for Vendetta.
Mm-hmm. The Killing Joke.
Right. Killing Joke, yeah.
He wrote Killing Joke.
Yeah, that's one of those ones I kind of hunt for. Like if I see those,
I would love to meet Alan Miller. I would love to meet Alan Moore, but at the same time, I'd be like kind of scared because he's just a freaky dude. Like he didn't like. He made no secret that he didn't like Stan Lee. Beacon all the time. Oh, he's got some crazy ideas, man. But he's a hell of a writer.
Yeah, it's like ultra talented dudes. They're just like out there. You know what I mean? They're just out in left field somewhere. And
yep. Oh yeah.
Sort of the.
I think the convention before that, I was at. Before that was last August, and then I went to one before that in March, because I got a friend of mine who runs a local video store here. They had an extra exhibitor pass, so they're like, "Hey, can you get to Toronto on your own?" And I said, "Yeah, easy." So she's like, "Okay, well, when you get here to the convention center, give me a call and I'll come give you a pass." So I get in for free, right? Well, who was there? I never go in for Hollywood guys really, but Andy Serkis was there. You know who that dude is? He played Gollum in Lord of the Rings. He played Alfred in the new Batman movie. He played Ulysses Claw in the Marvel Universe movies, right? So I thought, oh, that's cool. Okay, maybe I'll get him to sign my copy of Planet of the Apes or something, right? Because he played Caesar in Planet of the Apes. So I brought that, and I brought one of my Marvel movies, I think, and who else was there? Matt Ryan was there, the guy who plays Constantine in that one season of a TV show. So I find Matt Ryan, I meet him. He was totally great, right? He was awesome. And right next to him was Andy Serkis, and I thought, no, can't get near him. The lineup was like around the proverbial block. I would have stood there for like 7 hours. And there's Retro Tiburon going. I stood in line for 4 hours, paid $150 to get an autograph from the Undertaker. Didn't even look up at anyone. Yeah, some of them are like that, man. They're like, I met John Delancey from Star Trek: The Next Generation, and he looked like he'd rather be anywhere else but where he was at that moment. They just not interested. You know.
Q.
Yeah. I met him. I had an autograph picture. I paid for 2 autographs from him. One of them was Q, and the other one was the character Discord from My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Because between my kid and my grandkids, I've seen every episode 3 times. So I had to get him. So that's cool. But he was just a jerk. No, they don't mind taking money at all. No,
yeah.
You know, like Neil Adams said, the great Neil Adams. He was a salesman.
You're like, I just, those long days, but if you're there at the convention to sign autographs for fans, then that's your job for the day. Be happy that you have the job. You know what I mean? Be happy that people still want to come out and see you. Now, Frank Miller is an older guy. He's only got so much time where he can sit in that chair.
Like I'm happy that I got to not even meet him. Like there was no handshaking, no hi, how you doing? It was just you're there, you're in his presence, and that's good enough. I knew what I was getting into when I paid the $225, but that's how much that signature meant to me.
Yeah,
right. And to be in the same room with that man, right. But like the craziest stuff I've ever seen, Jim Lee's inker, Scott Williams, he was charging $7 an autograph, and all of his proceeds were going to the Canadian animal shelter up in Toronto. One of them, just giving it all away.
That's nice.
And like, I still maintain in 2019, I met Todd McFarlane face to face, shook his hand, walked away crying because he made me feel like he was there to see me, the most prolific artist in comic book history at this point, and he did it free. As long as you could get to where he was giving out the bracelets, you could get an autograph for free.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah, that's super nice. Super nice. And it's nice to know there's still good dudes out there, you know what I mean, that understand where their bread is buttered.
At the same time, guys like Neil Adams before he passed away, or Denny O'Neil, right? Sure, they choose to like make their money, right, and sell their books. I paid $80, $50 one year for Neil Adams' signature on a book, and $80 the following year for another book, and I didn't mind. Yeah, I didn't mind because, like, here we are. I met him twice. He's dead now. He passed away. And let's see. And given all that man Neil Adams did for the comic book industry and for the artists themselves, he made it possible for artists to get their art back after it's been published, because DC used to destroy those 11x17 artboards. Like, these are one-of-a-kind pieces, and they're just running them through the shredder back in the day.
They belong in a museum.
Yeah, well, exactly, Indiana Jones. But, I mean, here's the thing. An artist could take those boards and sell them for $5 or $10,000. One board. You know what? Considering the money they make per page, especially back then, that's a boatload of cash, dude.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People crap on Hulk Hogan, but I've met him several times, and he always took time to say thank you or give you a little moment. That's right, man. That's what it's all about. You make every fan feel like they're there. You're there to see them.
Yeah, I'd love to meet Hulk. If Hulk Hogan ever comes to like a toy show or something like that over here, I got like a lunchbox. I got like an action figure. I got stuff. I got stuff for you to sign, Hulkster.
Of course you do, man. I seen that fucking guy on the Joe Rogan podcast. I don't know how you feel about Joe Rogan. It doesn't really matter. But I don't think he's doing too good.
No.
No, he didn't sound like he sounded like himself, but his breathing was like not labored, but kind of wheezy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was trying to. Thank you. You're welcome. Like he was trying to like. You could tell he was. You know. It was weird.
Yeah. How old is Hulk Hogan?
Oh, I don't know. Anyway.
Let me see.
He's in his 70s anyway.
He's got ongoing back problems.
Well, yeah, he's had like 27,000 surgeries on his back.
He's 70 years old. August 11th, 1953.
Seriously? Shit.
Yep. I worshipped him when I was a kid.
Yeah, man, he tuned in to watch wrestling, and I think I've always said this, like we had the best childhood because we can enjoy all those gimmick characters, right? Yeah. And now now that we're older and that we lived through all of it, we get to go back and now with all these documentaries and Dark Sides of the Rings and all this stuff, get to know all the backside politics that was going on. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I think that's more interesting than the actual wrestling shows now.
Yep.
Retrohack says he used to live in my town. I saw him at a local diner.
Nice.
Get the brother special.
I actually got a buddy of mine up here, Kyle. He's working on moving down to New York State, but he's working on becoming a pro wrestler. It's all he wants to do, man.
It's tough business.
He takes it. He wrestles like Terry Funk used to, man. He doesn't care. Terry Funk and Mick Foley, he's all about that stuff, man. I've seen his old lady fishing glass out of his back. Oh yeah, it's crazy.
You know, like the fish hook pliers and just dig into his back and pull glass and tacks out pieces of barbed wire.
Yep, he loves that stuff, man. I got his YouTube channel. I'll hook it over to you. There's some of his matches on there. I watched one of his matches and he happened to lose. And I was like, hey, man, that was a great match. Too bad you lost. She's like, thanks. I'm really proud of that one, dude. I was like, all right, whatever. No. You ever seen the movie Ready to Rumble?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. David Arquette, that was me as a kid. You couldn't tell me that wrestling was fake when I was a kid, man. There's no way.
Oh, yeah.
I would lose it.
Yeah. That's like, your action figures come to life, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Back in those days, everybody had a gimmick, and you still believe that anybody could win the Royal Rumble, even though it was going to be like Hulk Hogan or Ultimate Warrior every year. You know what I mean?
Every year, man. I went through a second
Royal Rumble.
I went through a second childhood with wrestling in the 90s, though, and I would always go for the villains. People would get so mad at me. I'd cheer for the heels all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I love the NWO, man.
Yeah, when the NWO started, man, that was it. That was like my high school year. So I would like watch every Monday, you know what I mean? Watch every Monday Nitro because that was the cool thing. That was the cool thing. The NWO was awesome.
Yep. Poor Vince was almost bankrupt.
Yeah. Oh, look, Vince is getting up there too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. He'll probably be around for another fucking 100 years, though.
Right, outlive all of us.
No, just gonna have he's probably gonna have his brain transplanted into Shane's body.
We all knew Virgil wasn't going to win the Royal Rumble.
Oh, I wanted him to win so bad.
I mean, 12-year-old me, the optimist. Who knows? Anybody can win the Royal Rumble. Well, it's not happening.
I have seen footage from every WrestleMania. My favorite WrestleMania to date is still the cage match between Hogan and Bundy in WrestleMania 2.
WrestleMania 2.
Yeah, the big
Man, I wish they
nasty.
would bring that old Luke Cage back.
Hey,
I wish they would bring that big blue cage back.
right? But I mean, even as
Awesome.
far as I'm concerned, man, wrestling isn't what it used to be. You don't get characters like Hogan or Piper anymore. Piper is my favorite all-time wrestler. I love that dude so much.
Yeah. Now everybody wants to be like the anti-hero. You know what I mean? Like they're still hanging on. Yeah, they all have like the same look. They all have like the same tattoos. They have the same style entrance.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not as good. But...
No, not at all, man. Yeah, Piper is my all-time favorite wrestler, man. It's one of my favorite movies too. That movie he did, They Live. You remember that shit?
Yeah. I actually kind of look for that on VHS when I go VHS hunting. There's like movies that I'm kind of looking for, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
For
That's why I'm happy I grew up when I did, because man, we got to see everything.
Yeah.
To see everything. I was born in '76. I cut my teeth on a pole position arcade machine. You know, it was the first video game I ever played. The second one I played was there was a Centipede in the local grocery store. I didn't have a clue how to play it, but I could play it. And there's like all the Saturday morning cartoons that aren't around anymore, and the half-hour cartoons for like toys. I met Piper at a horror. It was super cool. I would love to have met Piper. That dude, man. We whipped Mr. T at WrestleMania 2. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. They signed my They Live poster.
And it's one of those things, Retro Heck, where I'm looking for it because it's not on streaming. We're in this situation now where everything's going streaming, but you can't find the stuff you want to watch. So there's still some things that you need, like digital media. You need like physical media for, you know.
If I want to watch that, man, I'm just gonna buy it on fucking Blu-ray.
Yeah, some of that stuff didn't even go to Blu-ray. That's sort of
they're
working weird how much Blu-rays there were.
Yeah.
Well, they did, and there's a collector's edition, and it's $14.83 with free shipping.
There you go, man.
There's a Steelbook edition that was limited to 100,000. It's $58.
There you go.
I could buy all 100,000 and corner the market, and then resell them for twice as much.
That's like They Live by Limited Run.
Limited run, man. These guys.
Yep.
So you've been playing any games this year?
Well, I busted my hand, eh? So for the last couple of months, it's been nothing but Darkest Dungeon because I can push one button with my finger. You know, It's pretty laid back, but yeah, I busted my hand about a month ago. Not really playing much of anything. I play Isaac on the TV in the other room. I don't know, man. It's just I've fallen out of it for a bit.
I remember when you used to stream that game.
Isaac, yeah.
The Binding of Isaac.
I still could if I steal the PS4 out of the living room. I still could. You know.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I've been reading a lot, and I collecting records.
Yeah, how's that going?
Yeah, I got about 20 of them, I guess. You know, typical shit. Metallica, Zeppelin, and Iron Maiden, and Black Sabbath. I've it's a reissue, but it's still a 1968 copy of Zeppelin 2. Released in '68.
Yeah. Oh.
It's not bad. I found a copy.
You go for originals, or will you buy the reissued ones at Mark?
Oh, it doesn't bother me to buy one way or the other. I have an original copy of Huey Lewis and the News Sport. I got it for like $20. It's like original. I just got it. I'm like, hey, my mother had this record when I was like, 8, so I'm gonna buy it. All right, but
yeah, It's very rare that I find like classic rock or anything interesting. It's just all like holiday stuff and like big band stuff from like the 50s, gospel. You know, that's
well,
all
you're
the
not
stuff.
going to find any good stuff at like Salvation Armies or thrift stores and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, so if you find something good, it's like a good day, man.
Yeah, I found a Night Ranger album at Goodwill for 99 cents.
Right on.
It was still good. So,
there's a few record stores around here, and my buddy that owns the video game store, he sells records out of there too. So, I just said to him, hey man, can you get me this? If you can, you can. If you can, you can't. Buy them from Amazon once in a while. Every time I have enough money to buy a new record, though, I go on Amazon because I want to get the Dark Knight original soundtrack for the orchestra stuff, right? So every time I don't have enough money for a new record, it's like $45-$50. Every time I have money, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go buy that Batman album now. It goes up to like $75. Dude, I'm not paying $75 for a record.
If the wind blows, the gas price goes up. Gas price goes up.
Right?
Batman soundtrack goes up. It's how the world works. They make all those crazy things, man. I wish I would have gotten into records a little. I came in too late. By the time I was looking for them at garage sales, they were already pricing them at eBay prices.
Oh yeah.
And you couldn't get them at.
No, I won't.
The days
I'll buy comics. I'll buy comics on eBay, but I will not buy records on eBay.
Yeah.
Maybe if I could find the like Kirk Hammett solo record that he did for Record Store Day, maybe I'll buy that off eBay if I can get it for less than $50. Maybe. But other than that, no way.
Yeah. I just never I don't even see records that much anymore. I don't even see comic books that much anymore at garage sales. Like I said, when I do, they're priced accordingly, so can't get a deal on them. Same thing with video games.
I went to an auction house like 10, 12 years ago. Never been to an auction house before in my life. And I'm looking around and I see it like a box, like a regular cardboard box, not a comic book box, just a cardboard box with a stack of comics in it. Not bagged, not boarded, just naked in the box. And I thought, I'm going to get that thing. And they started, this is the lot, blah, blah, blah. And he says, opening bid $10. And I went like this. And another guy went and they fucking ignored me. They ignored me.
They didn't take your bid?
No, they didn't take my bid. They ignored me. They went right over top of me. I was like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Hand up.
Yeah, just
No?
big voice or quick gesture.
Look, I'm not into it for a lesson right now. I'm just telling a story.
I know, but that's why. Sorry.
You should have been like, I'm Uncle Strange, motherfucker.
You know what? I wasn't Uncle Strange back then yet.
That still would have worked.
See,
my friend yelled at me, why didn't you use the cripple angle, dude? Yeah, Carrie.
Oh, boy.
She said the same thing to me when I went to see Alice in Chains and I couldn't get near the merch table.
That one I would have
She's like, use the cripple angle, man.
Yeah. Retrohex says he's been looking for old VHS wrestling tapes, but never finds them. Yeah, man. VHS is hard to find as well.
I used to have a shit ton. If the wife hadn't to give away my shit, I would have just mailed them all down to you. I had a shit ton of them. It was a copy of a tape, but I even had the like Terry Funk, Mick Foley, Japanese legendary fucking matches on VHS.
Oh, the King of the Death Match.
Because my buddy, a buddy up here, he knew a guy, and he would order them from this guy. So he had all kinds of crap, and he would make me a VHS tapes. Here.
That's crazy.
Oh,
that's I was like they would do like side Russian leg sweeps off the top turnbuckle onto tables of thumbtacks. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Nuts.
Exploding
Absolutely.
tables of barbed wire.
Yeah.
Smile for the camera, Mick. Oh, your tooth is in your lip again.
Yeah, man, that's some crazy stuff. I watched one of those one time when we were in high school, just a boy sitting around. We were watching like Children of the Corn, and somebody had one of those King of the Death Match Japanese tapes.
Yeah.
Throw that in there. It was more gory than the horror films,
right?
You know.
Do you know Terry Funk recently passed away? Like a couple months ago.
Yeah, the Funker.
Yeah.
What a legend.
Yeah. He killed himself for it. And he still lived to be 110.
I was going to say, how old would he have been if he didn't do all that damage to his body from taking bumps?
Oak City.
Matty P in the house. Matty Ice. The Ice Man.
What's going on, Matt?
I beat 39 games this year.
39. And the year's not even over yet. You still got November and December to go.
Yeah, I wanted to focus on Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo for the first 6 months, Genesis for the last 6 months, and I have failed miserably on the Sega Genesis stuff. I've only beaten 3 Genesis games. Mortal Kombat 2, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Contra Hardcore.
Yeah.
Never beat
I don't know, man. I find that the retro games that we all grew up playing, I sucked then, I suck now, but they're still fun. I can't beat. The only one I've ever been able to beat is Mega Man 2 and 3.
Yeah, those are great games.
Man. Huh? Like those are, people call them hard games, but I played them so much. Like I still can't get off the Gutsman's level for the first one.
Yeah, well, the controls in the first one they're not right. They're not like the rest of them. You know what I mean? Yep. You feel like you weigh like 200 tons falling and you slide when you land. So it's like, well, wait a minute. If I'm really, really heavy when I land, why wouldn't I just stop? But you still slide. It's weird.
Yeah. And I've never beaten Mega Man 4. That one's hard.
Yeah, I like that game. That's why they introduced the charge shot and they just relied on that gimmick too much.
Yeah.
Like all the common enemies, you shouldn't have to shoot them 4 times or 1 charge shot.
Yeah.
But I still like that game. But yeah, it's definitely not as good as 2 or 3, in my opinion.
No. 2 and 3 were the pinnacle of the series. 2 was the best.
I believe
those Faces of Death tapes were awful. I can't stand them. Murr! What's going on,
Merman? Murr has beat Mega Man 2 and 5. You better get on that, or else I'm going to call the feds and tell them to take away your gamer card. You got to beat all the Mega Mans.
I didn't beat all the Mega Mans. Fuck that. I have not. No, I have not beat a single Mega Man X game either. I've made it to the end of Mega Man X4, and I couldn't do it.
I've only beat the first 2.
Yeah.
I haven't even played the other ones, really, other than pop it in and mess around with it for a minute or 2.
Yeah.
But, I'd say some of the highlights on here, we got I was doing really good with Super Nintendo. I had Donkey Kong Country 3, Super Adventure Island, Contra 3, Star Wars Pinball on the Switch, Indiana Jones Greatest Adventures, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, Raiden Fighters Aces on the Xbox 360, Cruise and Blast on the Switch, Darius Twin, Automatius Excellent on the 360, F1 Race of Champions on Super Nintendo, pretty underrated. Mole Mania, Kirby Superstar, Sonic Blast, Nier Automata, Super Castlevania 4, F1 Championship Edition, Tearaway Unfolded Edition, Rad Rogers, Super Metroid. That's probably going to be my favorite game I played this year. Super Metroid. Awesome. Super Bonk, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on the Game Boy, TMNT on the Game Boy, Metroid 2 on the Game Boy, Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo, Raiden Trad, Demon's Crest, Sunset Riders is a banger too, man. That's a great game. Donkey Kong on Atari 2600, Alien on 2600, Need for Speed The Run on PS3, underappreciated game, I think. Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, Soul Calibur 4, Contra Pac-Man World 3, Ninja Gaiden Shadow on the Game Boy, Sonic the Hedgehog, Mortal Kombat 2 on the Genesis, and Bloody Roar Primal Fury on the GameCube. So
Oh, Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. How much fun was that?
I didn't hate that game, but
Really?
I think let me look on my list. I popped that in going into it as it is what it is. It's a top-down Marvel Ultimate Alliance type clone, and while it was very, very repetitive and most of the time boring, I did like that they had like super team powers and that there was some light puzzle solving. I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was terrible. Not great, but it's not the worst game I've ever played. Yeah, I didn't hate it. I actually gave it a B. I gave it a B plus, considering what it is, and it's cheap. It's under $10.
Mer says he's not Mega Man enough.
And there's 3 different versions: a standard version, then there's one that came with a comic book, and then there's one that came with a Fantastic Four movie ticket.
Really? It's funny though. I just watched Rise of the Silver Surfer last night.
Yeah,
I'm probably the only guy in the world though that enjoys that Fantastic Four movie that nobody talks about. The one with
I like that movie.
Did you?
Yeah, because I love Silver Surfer. I'm a Silver Surfer guy.
No. The next one after Rise of the Silver Surfer, Miles Teller and what?
Oh yeah, I never saw that one.
That was it. Yeah, it bombed harder than Hiroshima. Okay, it was. I liked it, man. I really did, but it was. Yeah, nobody else did. It was terrible.
I'm trying to get all the Marvel Blu-rays at garage sales for less than $3 a piece when I see them out there. So I've started a little collection of Marvel Blu-ray DVDs.
Yeah,
I can't find the Spider-Man ones, man. I've only found one of the Spider-Man ones.
I have a few of them. I think I have one of the Andrew Garfield ones and one of the Tobey Maguire ones. I don't have any of the Tom Holland ones yet.
Did you see the Uncharted movie?
I did. I liked it. I
kind of liked it, even though I didn't think Tom Holland was great as Nathan Drake and Marky Mark wasn't great as Sully. I still thought that was a pretty decent movie. And then
we all wanted what's his name from Firefly, right? Nathan Fillion as Drake, right?
But they kind of gave you those moments, like when they went into the cave and the pirate ship is there, and you're like, "Oh, that's in the game! Oh god!" Yeah. And you kind of mark out like a super fan.
Yeah,
I thought it was good, and I'm surprised they didn't do a sequel.
I don't know. I want to know who's going to play the next James Bond. That's what I want to know. You? Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. How well can you fake an English accent, sir?
Not very good.
Exactly.
Who says James Bond's? No, okay. He does have to be English.
English?
Yeah. Yeah, James Bond, man. That's.
You're like.
I love James Bond.
I'd like to say that you're quintessential American.
Yeah.
Yeah, for your area, okay. Like I remember having a conversation with you about Dimebag Darrell, and what did you say to me?
Yeah, he got shot. We were at a darts tournament, and it was right across the.
I was playing darts across the street the night he got shot. And I'm like, yeah that's
the Alrosa Villa.
Yeah.
That was crazy, man. I definitely like the older Bond movies, the Roger Moore, Sean Connery. I just think they're a little bit more romantic. You know what I mean? Like in the '60s, to have all this spy tech.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's believable to be able to hack NASA on your cell phone or something. Sure.
Yep. Well, that's why they brought Daniel Craig down a few pegs. Like, I don't think Q was in the movies until Skyfall. And even then, he got a gun and a radio transmitter. Right? So you don't think I can save the world? You've still got spots. Hey, it's Matt.
Matty P. Oh, buddy.
What's going on? What the hell?
We're gonna do that tonight.
Nah. How you guys doing?
A little leak there, buddy?
No, I'm all right.
Sounds like you're leaking air.
Hello. I should probably turn this light down a little. This is a little bright. Hold on a sec. Oh my gosh, it's so far away, like 4 feet from my location. Oh, and I dropped it. Oh,
All right, Rick.
nice.
I'll make a list.
How y'all doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing? I haven't seen you in forever.
I still exist.
I would hope so.
Still out there. Chris, are you with us? All I see is
Yeah. You will address me as the police chief of Malibu.
Yep. That's it, man.
I like that a little bit better.
Did you see my mug that
How
I
you
got
doing?
my Uncle Frank sent me?
Uncle, it's good to see you, man.
Nice to see you, man.
And there he goes. There goes my internet.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt's just spinning and
It was nice to see him
he's
for a
got the same
second.
internet I do.
Yeah.
He's got the same internet I do. The shitty one.
Yeah. My internet's
Too
not so
funny.
bad. It treats me pretty good. I don't have to worry about a lagging stream anymore, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of miss streaming, but I just don't have the time for it anymore.
Yeah, man. It's like I get 3 days off a week because we work 10-hour shifts, but then I always seem to fill my days with stuff to do.
Yep. Yep.
And by the time I'm done with that, it's like 8:00 at night, and I'm like, I don't want to live stream.
You want to hear something funny before I go? Because it's getting kind of late. I gotta go. I'll tell you,
Yeah.
I was on YouTube for how many years? Faithfully, 4 years? Something like that?
Sure.
Okay. And I ended up with 500 plus. I think I'm sitting at 490 subscribers right now. But I ended up with 500 and change before I had to quit. And so years later, I stumble across this channel called Yeah Mad. And this is a bunch of friends that get together and they tell dad jokes. And if you laugh, you have to take a shot. They started, I think, less than a year ago, and they just got over 1 million subs. I'm like, holy fuck, how do you guys do that?
It's crazy what gets views on YouTube.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I make the content that I want to make when I want to make it.
Sure. I
But
mean,
some of
you're
these
out
guys
there
are just
slogging. You're
they're
out
just
there
putting out to put out.
And then, like, MC Murray's out there slogging, playing the game and working hard. And yous are all making your own gains, and that's real great. And I love this comedy channel that I'm talking about because they're a bunch of funny people. But at the same time, I'm like, shit, man.
We should have started doing that 4 years ago.
Exactly. I can tell stupid jokes like the next guy. I just can't imbibe alcohol that fast.
Yeah, right.
We'll do bar shots of milk.
Yeah. Not a big hard liquor guy. We can do shots of beer or something,
Yeah.
3 shots of beer instead of 1 shot of liquor.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
They don't know funny until they've seen you drunk playing Mega Man 2. 15
Still
years
get through
later.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, still get through it.
Anyway, I gotta run. It's like 10 o'clock. I'm an old man and I'm going to bed.
All right. Well, it was really good seeing you, and thanks for coming on, and thank you for the coffee mug.
My pleasure.
I don't like your jerk off name. I don't like your jerk off face. I don't like your jerk off behavior, and I don't like you. Jerk off.
Get out of Malibu, Lebowski.
All right. Good night, man. Be good.
Yes, sir. Good night. Thank you. Retrox says you can fill a bottle of water and fake it. All right. Well, Uncle Strange is out. We've been streaming for an hour. All right. We'll go ahead and cut the stream here. But thank everybody for stopping by, and we will definitely see you on the next one. Give a thumbs up for Uncle Strange. He's a dude. A dude's dude.